Where other vans stop short, Mercedes-Benz vans go far beyond. From their customization options, cutting-edge tech, 5-star sales service, financial support crew. Mercedes-Benz vans, built, equipped, and engineered to be ready for anything. Go the extra mile, taking the all-important first step into an authorized dealership today. He's TJ Watt, odds-on favorite for the Defensive Player of the Year, joining us on the program. Is it Trent Jordan Watt?
That's correct.
Okay. Who calls you Trent?
My fiance, both of my brothers, really close friends, and obviously my mom and dad as well. So select few.
All right, it's JJ, it's TJ, but then your brother goes by just Derek. Why isn't he DJ?
I think that was because DJ Tanner in Full House was a girl, and he didn't like the DJ. And ever since he was young, he just always said, "Don't call me DJ." So we all just kind of took it as a threat, and nobody calls him DJ anymore.
When's the first time you beat up JJ?
I don't know if that's ever happened. I think Derek and I have definitely tried to gang up on him a couple times, but it's usually an attack, a flurry of punches, and then a run up the stairs, and then he grabs you by the ankle and then gives you a couple dead legs. Is how that ends.
Okay, wait. So you and your brother tag teamed and you still couldn't take JJ?
I mean, like I said, it was never. He was so much older, so we never really had true altercations with him. But when we would like mess around with him, you'd like punch him and then go to run up the stairs and realize how strong and how much bigger he was. He just grabbed you by the ankle and gave you a couple dead legs, and you do not have to do it again.
But is it like the Gronkowskis? Was it just chaos in the house where you guys were breaking stuff all over the place?
I mean, a little bit. We were always doing something. We lived in a cul-de-sac growing up, so we were always playing roller hockey. We had the mini hockey nets in the basement. We were in the backyard. We had connected the 3 backyards as football fields, and everybody was always over at our house. So it was definitely an active household.
Best athlete in the family is who?
Oh, me.
Oh.
Easily.
Because?
I just feel like, I mean, I have the state and the school record in shot put and discus. I mean, we all competed in that, so that's another one we can look towards.
Okay.
But I mean, Derek was by far the best high school football player I've ever seen. JJ arguably the best NFL football player I've ever seen, and I think we all kind of have things that we're really good at. But when we get in the weight room, I think when it comes to pure athleticism in the off season, I feel like I hold my own very well against those two.
Did you want to play in the NHL more than the NFL?
Oh, when we were younger, for sure. We grew up watching hockey, playing hockey from 3 years old, and always watching JJ and Derek play hockey always made me want to do it, and that's for sure. That was for sure the ultimate dream when we were younger.
What still hurts from the season?
That it's over. I mean,
no, body-wise.
Body-wise, I mean, I'm actually in good shape right now. I had the rib towards the back end of the season. Was super painful for a couple weeks there, but it actually feels a lot better today, and that's kind of what makes it actually more painful that we're not still going, because I still feel pretty good.
When did Ben tell you that he was retiring?
Never. I mean, that was just all through media. It was never a conversation that we had. Never addressed the team, and I just don't think he wanted to be a distraction or like a farewell tour type of thing. And I think he handled it well, and we never really had a full conversation about it.
But he is retiring, right?
I mean, I don't know that answer still to this day. I mean, I think it's a little open ended, but who knows?
Have you hit him in practice before?
No, I mean, I remember my rookie year, I bull rushed a tackle, and Ben, like, the tackle stepped on Ben's ankle and he went down, and it was like the quietest, like 20 seconds of my life. And everyone's just looking at me, and I didn't realize the magnitude of it all, but it was probably like last year he went down again, and I was like, man, that rookie is in big trouble.
Wouldn't you like to have played for another team just so you could have a shot at Ben?
It would have been tough to tackle him, man. You gotta, I mean, if you go high, he can just shiver you off. If you go low, he can high step out of it. So they always say when you go against big quarterbacks like that, you have to tackle the football.
Do you have a list there, a hit list of all the quarterbacks you've sacked? Is there somebody who's not on the list?
No, I don't have a list. I mean, I don't.
We just had a power outage here, so can you still hear me, TJ? Not sure if we lost him. We just had a power surge. Can you hear me, TJ?
All right. No problem. Are we still good or am I good?
Can you hear me, TJ?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We had a power outage there. So sorry about that. That's never happened. So thanks for hanging.
I thought it was me, so we're good.
So you don't have a list there. There's no quarterback that I think that you almost lost your computer there. What the hell is happening here? Is there a quarterback?
I don't.
Is there a quarterback you haven't sacked yet?
I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of them. It's not one of those things where I think about going into a game. I need to sack this quarterback. I need to do this. I need to do that. This is the quarterback I'm looking forward to hitting. It's more about just trying to wreck games and provide as much splash as we call it here in Pittsburgh, just game-changing plays to help my team win football games. Because all that other stuff is kind of just a waste of time to think about, oh, I need to sack this guy, because then it takes away from the actual impact on the game.
How important is winning Defensive Player of the Year?
It's secondary. I mean, it's a nice award to get. I hate that it's an individual award just because there's so much that goes into it. Like I said, just even the individual sack record is, I mean, so much has to happen. A good amount of those have to be just quarterbacks taking coverage sacks with guys in the back end, guys picking for me. And so many things have to fall into place for things like those to happen. So it's definitely a nice award to receive, but it's not an individual award for sure.
When did you find out you didn't have the sack record?
Halftime, I thought I had to, but then I checked my phone because our D-line coach is like, they're giving it to you. They're giving it to you. You have it. And then a couple other guys like, no, you're not. So I checked my phone at halftime, which I never do. And then JJ and my brothers, the group chat was like, they only give you one, man. You got to go get another one. And tried like hell to get another one the second half, and they were running the ball a whole bunch, so it wasn't in the cards.
I love that you and your brother were breaking down each other's, like you were saying you're the quickest off the ball, and you guys are kind of going back and forth. Like, how much competition is there between you two professionally?
Not a ton. I mean, not like outspokenly, I guess, but like, I mean, we want to see each other succeed. And I think that falls for Derek too. It's more of being a helping hand than anything else. And I always like start, like if he's ever going to give me a tip, he's like, and don't take this the wrong way. Like if I give him a tip, I'm like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but you could try this. And he's like, hey guy, like
I love that.
I've been in the league a while too. You know, it's one of those things where like we both are kind of set in our ways of how we like to do things, but we still are open to certain criticisms from each other.
We're talking to TJ Watt, who joins us on the program. How would you describe facing Patrick Mahomes?
Tough, man. It's a tough day at the office. I think he does a great job of getting the ball to all of his playmakers. I mean, there's so many playmakers over there. He's so elusive in the pocket. He knows where he can set deep in the pocket and step up. When he escapes, he can still throw the ball down the field, or he can run it. So it's definitely a full day job there. It's a tough task.
Who frustrates you the most of all the quarterbacks?
That's a good question, because I mean, I think there's nothing more frustrating than a quarterback that gets the ball out in 2 seconds every single time, because you're not even given the chance there. So I'd say the quarterbacks that get it out super quick frustrate me the most.
Did you keep the football from your scoop and score?
Yes, I did. I don't know if it'll make the ultimate spotlight because we lost the game. So, I mean, it'll probably just go for a ball to throw around the backyard or something.
Well, what's your trophy case look like?
I keep a bunch of balls. I don't have a trophy case. I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years when I'm done playing, I'll have a trophy case, but no sense in having a trophy case right now.
You care who wins the Super Bowl this year?
No, I mean, Cardinals are out. That was the last hope to see my brother be able to play. And when they lost last night, sadly, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Were you a Packers fan growing up?
Yes. Yeah, I was a Green Bay fan growing up. My grandpa was actually a huge Packer fan. He was the one that was always yelling at the TV. So I have those memories to hold on to. And was a Packers fan all the way until probably JJ got to the Texans and switched to hardcore Texan fan from there on.
Well, congrats on the season, and good luck with Defensive Player of the Year, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me on.
That's T.J. Watt. He thought he had the record, and then all of a sudden you find out you don't have the record at a halftime, and it's like, okay. And then they're just going to run the football so you don't get another sack to have the single-season record.